Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here with me on this Monday morning, getting ready to celebrate the last day of November. I know all of y'all had just some great Thanksgiving situations, and everybody's starting to diet today. But anyway, we're glad you're here, and you can always help out by exercising in the outdoors by just walking and taking hikes through on the Florida Trail or on the beach around the state park. So always keep that in mind. Always look on the positive side. High today is 59, low 37. Listen, our Monday moon forecast, take a look at it. Folks, it's a full moon tonight, and I hope it's not cloudy. I hope everybody can see the full moon. The last day of the month is going to be the full moon, then it'll start waning out tomorrow night. Our Monday moon phase is brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get out and do. Take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good tides today. Have a low tide this morning, right now about 6:17. And it's coming in all day to about 8:15. Now it's going to be held back a little bit by a northwest wind coming in, about 10 or 11. So, and that has an effect. Bill Ladd and I went on a trip last week, a fishing trip, and we had that same situation, tide going out, wind coming in. It really has an effect on it. We'll talk more about that later. Let's go ahead and take our break, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I got a video coming up, but let's look at a few pictures, and then let's get started on this one right here. Ronnie Groom's grandson, Ron Groom. When the birds don't fly, we get after them pigs. So they went, you see the wood duck on top of the wild hog. Good job, little Ron. Okay, that's the way to do it. Roy Ray now, Captain Roy, C&G Sporting Goods, has got some raised speck jigs. I took them some this morning. This was last Friday. They had been out all week. Better get them while they got them. All right, so don't forget that. Here's one of my former students, big old pretty smile, Becky Warren. Oh dear, my first kill. This is down at Cross City with Mark Warren. Okay, and here it is. Good job, Becky. She works at a school board office, and I'm real proud of you. That's a good shot right there. Becky Warren. Virginia Danner Spiver, y'all may remember her. She spent a lot of time in the early years at Howell Tackle. I like her saying right here, love where you live and live where you love. She's a mom now, a great outdoor lady. This has nothing to do with outdoors, but it's just something I think is cool. Carolyn Basil Branch, the Branch family, Tally Ho, history class, brewing company, that place. This is David Basil. He played football for us in '81, started at Arkansas, stayed out in Arkansas and had a sports show. He has a nationwide sports show now. He started what's called a boot trophy, which whoever wins the LSU Arkansas game gets to keep the boot, and you can see those states together look like a boot. So 26 years ago, Panama City owned David Basil started this award. He also started the Frank Broyles Award, which is awarded the top assistant coach in college football across America. David started both of these, so I just thought that was just a good local interest show. To get back to outdoors, John Corlett, not a bad Sunday morning in the weekend. Folks, duck hunting, I've got some good reports. That's a group of people. That's not just one person here, all right? And I hope you've seen this video. This is just when this went viral. This is when that dog, right, they haven't seen it, look it up online and get somebody to show it to you. The guy's holding a alligator. That alligator had gotten out and had that dog in his mouth and gone underwater. I know most of y'all have seen it. I was going to show it, but it's aired on almost all, even national news it aired on. The joke, you can't see it now because of that tree behind him. The guy still has a cigar in the mouth. The guy went all the way underwater, got the gator, and brought the gator to shore. He held a mouth open, and the dog just jumped out then. They interviewed him all, but he still had a cigar in his mouth. And everybody talking about a Florida man doing that, but look that up. That's entertaining. Randy Burling down at Howard Creek took his grandson hunting. William made a perfect shot and killed his first hog. It's great to be a pawpaw. And there's Howard Creek down there, has some good hogs. Good job, Randy Burling. And Destiny Hoffman Lewis is out fishing her husband. I'm not going to call out names or anything, but that right there, you see where they are. Good job, Destiny. Pretty redfish. Okay, let's. I've got several more pictures. Let's go ahead. Let's go and take a break because we got this video. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. I'm trying to show you a map. I got this video coming up, and here we are. Gail and I were able to go right before Thanksgiving, spend a couple of days, actually 3 days and 2 nights with our friends Bob and Sarah Thomas up in Northeast Georgia. They've been friends with us for so long. They ended up moving up there. Bob and I talked together a long time. He was a principal there at Bozeman. I went up to Northeast Georgia and got a principal job there. Retired now and got access, and he helps run this doctor's places and all. He really he has some really nice places up there. They've been after me for years to come there and hunt and visit with them and all that. So Gail and I had a wonderful visit. I'm going to show you. I'm trying to explain to people where we went. Right around Athens, Georgia. Y'all see Athens, Georgia, and then see that Watkinsville area. So this is sort of where we were. So it's in Northeast Georgia, northeast of Atlanta. We drove through Atlanta, but I didn't. I came back through the country roads. It's amazing at Atlanta traffic. I don't think I ever want to drive through Atlanta again. But anyway, that's where we were. So anyway, we went on 240 acres. And what was cool is we had access to it as far as it has stands. He's got feeders. It belongs to a doctor, but Bob runs it for him and just takes care of everything. Farmland, beautiful country up there. And so I had a 2-day hunt really, and paid $185 and hunted like a morning hunt, afternoon hunt, and morning hunt, afternoon hunt. So I got this video coming up, a little highlight video. We're going to show the video, and then we're going to come back and talk at the last few minutes of the show. But one of the things, the weather was just gorgeous. You remember how the weather was right before Thanksgiving, and it was just great to be up there. They're a great host. He and Sarah I felt like I was on a guided hunt with a 5-star hotel. Gail and I just had a wonderful time visiting with them, and hope to do it again. But it's a unique situation as far as being able to hunt out there. You're close to farms and all, and some roads and everything. Yet you got 240 acres, and deer just sort of come and go throughout people's farms, and it's really interesting. So we're going to roll this video, then we'll come back. So Jeff, it's a 10-minute video. Sit back and relax, enjoy that cup of coffee, and we'll come back and talk about it. So Jeff, let's roll it. Okay, welcome back. Let's take a look at our fishing game times today. We're looking at one time, 10:49 to 12:49. Now, I hope you enjoyed that video. There's always a story to tell about a trip like that. And like I said, you can see it's just beautiful up there, and we just had a grand time. But you notice we didn't have any bucks in the video, but we did see some bucks. And a lot of times, you know, I'm by myself. I see a buck, I'm not going to film them first. I'm going to put my gun on them first. So anyway, I got two quick stories to tell you and try to get it in. One of the things, that opening morning, about 9 o'clock, the first deer I saw at 9 o'clock, I looked over to the right, and it wasn't 10 yards from me. I was sitting up in a really nice condo, and that was, to my right was a small 8, or maybe it was a small deer. It was a buck, but it was a 6 or 8 point. And I didn't even, just immediately, I was just going to pass it up because Bob and Sarah had, the Thanksgiving week, they were going to have some family come over and spend some time with them from Louisiana. And they had a daughter who loved to hunt, and they all loved to hunt. So I was thinking to myself in the back of my mind, maybe that young lady might get a shot at that one. But I just passed it up. And you hunt as much as I do, as long as I have. And a lot of y'all had the same thing. If it's not a big shooter, you're going to sort of let it go. And so I let it go. And so that was, and then that afternoon I saw those does, the next morning. Then the last afternoon, my very last hunt, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm at another area. Now think about this. I have two stands side by side. One's a well-built ladder stand that goes up there 10 or 12 feet, and one's a ground blind, okay? You know, I thought about it. In fact, I took 2 steps on the ladder stand and said, I know better than this. It's well built. So I know better than this. I'm just not at my age. I'm not going to get up in the stand. So I didn't want to climb up there, you know. So I get over in the ground blind. Okay, the ground blind, you saw in the video what it looked like, burlap and all, great blind. It was built, all these were built by Bob Thomas. He is a good handyman and all. So I got, anyway, that's really a morning stand, so I'm facing the sun. Okay, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you saw that little slit in it, the sun is coming straight through. And I can go in all kind of details. I saw, and I'd been there the day before, I saw some deer coming up, and they sort of coming up the hill, but the sun, it would look like if you're looking in a real tree camo, the whole forest of real tree camo, you see a silhouette of a deer. It didn't look that big because it's coming up the hill, and then it moved over, and I got my binoculars and looked. He was behind the feeder, and lo and behold, it was a shooter. And I put my binoculars down, but the sun's coming straight into me. I got my gun up and get a scope, and the scope hits the sun, and I mean, all you could see out of the scope was just a bright light. And I had to move it around a little bit. Meanwhile, I couldn't find him in the scope. Put the binoculars down. I got the binoculars back, and he saw me move, I'm sure, because I'm in a ground blind. It was like a perfect storm of things that could go wrong. So I was disappointed. I said that was my shooter. It looked like maybe a 10 point. I mean, it was nice and all. But anyway, I got the next day. 3 days later, I got this text from Bob. And you remember I told you that first morning I let that little 8 point walk. Well, Bob sent me this picture. All right, check this out. Allison got this one at 10 o'clock this morning from the condo you sat in. That's the exact buck that I saw the couple of days before that I passed up, and it worked out like a little good ending to the book. And I thought, boy, that sort of made my whole trip right there. She was able to harvest that little 8 point, and I'm so proud of her. And it don't always work out that way. Some other people may get the buck, but anyway, I thought it was just a great ending to just a wonderful trip. Even though I missed that big, I didn't get a chance to shoot that big one. It was a great trip, and when I got that picture there, they just sort of like icing on the cake. So there's always some good things happen when you think it's just all bad things are happening. So I want to share that with you. I wrap it up. Y'all do something good today for your fellow man. You have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.